the faith, finance, freedom, and family podcast. This is a weekly podcast dedicated to transforming lives through the intersection of Christian faith and practical financial wisdom. Each episode will blend insight, discussions, personal testimonies, and expert interviews, all grounded in biblical principles with finance. The topic that I want to speak with everyone about is financial trauma. The woes of carrying the burdens of others and being taken advantage of through having a nice heart. Many people do not understand the magnitude that is put on them when they have the syndrome of being the hero, and that person that is depending on you is either manipulating the situation or guilting you into financial ruins, such as the blessing that God has for you is no longer there because that person has drained you and taken the blessings that God has rained upon you or given you, such as a job, a stable job, capabilities to save. All that is taken away when financial trauma is taking place. What I want you to really think about is the first time that you experienced someone taking advantage of you financially, and what was your response? We know we have to be Christ-like, but what is it that made you give in, knowing or naively putting yourself before the problem, before going to God in prayer for that problem? Because whenever God is making way in someone's life, He always has a reason for why you're in that season. God blesses abundantly when you're ready. When it's God's time, that's the best time. So who are we to intercede or interfere with what God has set forth? We are not God. We did not create that individual. God knows the pain that the individual is going through, and you have to let God tell you. Everyone knows when it's the Holy Spirit that's talking to them. And if you don't know, that means your relationship has to be closer with God. You have to have an intimate relationship first before you take any other action in your life. And you have to heal those financial traumas. So with this series that I have on financial trauma, I want to uncover the deep roots between why we do the things we do financially, if it's emotionally, if it's just generational. I want to equip us to know how to guard our hearts and lead with faith first and lead with God before we end up having that person lose faith in God and depend into you and do anything manipulating or anything that's not of God in order to get what they want. So we don't want to be used by the devil. We don't want to be abused, because the heartache that comes with it never, ever, ever leaves. So we're going to definitely circle back on this, and I want you to ponder on this thought and get yourself some clarity on why financial trauma exists and what does it mean to you. What experience have you had with it? Why does it keep reoccurring if it's something that happens and reoccurs frequently in your life. We want to know. We want to see how it relates to what you do, how you do it, and what is causing this. Because there's breakthrough when you understand why you do what you do. You may not know that it's deep stemmed into your experiences. So building boundaries can be one way that you can set limits, healthy boundaries, setting limits and saying no, because it is needed whenever you're trying to elevate. There may be money wounds, financial anxiety, or generational money patterns that psychologically you may not be aware of. So this podcast is going to show you a glimpse into my life, my testimony, and what I have been through and experienced with narcissistic behaviors, with manipulative people, or people that were close to me that manipulated a situation. Everyone has that experience, and I want this to be a safe place where you can share yours. Take care, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Next week, we'll dive into why boundaries are required in your finances and what financial trauma can cause. And we'll go deep into biblical guidance of your financial situation. Take care, and it's a pleasure speaking to you. The first of you.